Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iPad today is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
Coming up, Trifecta apps that work on your phone, your iPad, and your watch.
I think you've created a new term. Plus, goats versus zombies at a dashboard for your phone or your tablet.
All that, and there is not an app for that on iPad today.
iPad Today is brought to you by Trunk Club. Have the wardrobe you've always dreamed of, handpicked by your own personal stylist. Go to trunkclub.com/twit and join Trunk Club today for free. And by Braintree. If you're working on a mobile app and searching for the right payments API, check out the Braintree V.0 SDK. With one simple integration, you get every way to pay. To learn more and to try out the sandbox, go to BraintreePayments.com/iPad today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to for the last time. iPad Today.
iPad Today.
It's maybe a misnomer.
It is. We are now going to be iOS today because we think you probably have more than just an iPad. If you just have an iPad, this is still a great show for you.
Oh, yeah, we'll cover the iPad, but we also want to cover the iPhone and the Apple Watch. There are now a number of iOS devices, and I guess Apple TV.
Apple TV, too. I don't have Apple TV, but it's coming. A new one is coming, and maybe I need it.
I will get you one.
What? You heard it here first?
I will. I have two, and I love the Apple TV. And
you need a new one, so maybe I'll get your old one.
No, you should get, if they come out, it's only a rumor, but if they announce a new Apple TV, I think you'll want one because one of the rumors of a new Apple TV, and I've been waiting for this since Apple TV was invented, is an app store. So that you could, right now the way Apple TV works, people often say to me, Leo, Leo, why don't you have a Twit app on the Apple TV? And I have to explain to them, we would, but only Apple can make an app for the Apple TV. There is no app store. You can only have what Apple puts on your Apple TV. And now it's actually kind of out of hand. There's so many channels.
Yeah.
You don't know this yet, but wait till you get your Apple TV.
I have Roku. There are a lot of channels.
Yeah, but Roku, you choose what channels are available to you. You actually install those channels, right?
You don't get to do that on that?
On the Apple TV, boom, there's no special place to go to say, yeah, I want that channel and not that channel. Now, you can, in the parental controls, turn off an icon in the Apple TV. But basically, they're all available, and a Twit can't make it an app. Now, that's why I'm excited. If the new Apple TV opens it up for an app store, much like the iPad and the iPhone, and soon, I think, the Apple Watch. This doesn't have an app store yet either. Then I think a lot's going to happen. For instance, NBC, Apple's been talking to all the networks, but the rumor, I think the Wall Street Journal reported this, was that NBC wouldn't talk to them because they want to do an app for a newly designed Apple TV. And that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because then you'd go to the NBC channel, in effect, on your Apple TV. So, yeah, no, I hope this is not a false rumor. I think it's a true rumor. And the minute they come out with one, you're going to find one wrapped in a red bow on your desk right back there in the basement where we stuck you.
Yes.
No, actually, you're in the corner.
I'm in the corner with Jason Howell, and I like it there. It's very quiet, and yeah. So, should we get to some apps?
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah.
So this, I love this, and you coined this term, trifecta.
The trifecta.
These are apps that appear on all three main iOS platforms. We can't do a quadfecta.
Not yet.
Because nothing appears, because there's no apps for the Apple TV.
Yes.
But for right now, iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch. And we've picked, you and I have both picked apps that we think really work well that way.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not, I mean, like Instagram is on all three. I'm not a fan of the Instagram on the Apple Watch.
Who wants to look at pictures on a postage stamp-sized display?
Except I do, my first app is a photo app. It's Memoir.
Well, let me see.
Well, I'll show it on my iPad so you can get the best view of it. You guys have shown this before. It's like Time Hop, which you've probably seen. It goes through
I love Time Hop.
Like I've connected it to my Dropbox and to my Instagram and to all places.
So it looks at all the old stuff.
It does. And then it shows 1 year ago, I was showing off my Mother's Day card.
That's so cute. Tell me which social networks it does connect to.
It connects to Instagram,
Okay.
it connects to Facebook, and it connects to your Dropbox. If
But
you
not
automatically-
Twitter.
I don't think so.
See, one of the things about Time Hop is it can only connect to Twitter if you download all of your stuff from Twitter and upload it to Time Hop. Now, and I'm just curious, because I would switch to this if I didn't have to do that. But it may be that's a limitation of Twitter. So
That might be.
what accounts can you add there? Does it say?
Let's see. It doesn't say. Oh,
Facebook?
well, no, that's follow
No,
us on Twitter.
No. Did it do it automatically?
No, I had to go through and enter on. I have to enter my Dropbox password, and I had to enter my Instagram password and everything. So
But
no,
the
it doesn't
idea of
do it
this
automatically.
is because it can sift through your old photos. In fact, that's why I wanted to sift through my old tweets as well. It can give you like a
snapshot.
Let's see it, this
and
date
so,
in
yeah,
history.
So 2 years ago, Marco and Milo were riding in a bike race, and I'm sorry, I should just fix this so you can see
you
it
go.
a little better.
There you
How
go.
about that?
Yeah.
You know what else it does?
What?
It does nearby memories. So that's why I like it for the watch. So you have GPS. So if you've taken a picture somewhere, you're like, have I been to a good restaurant in Sausalito?
would pop up? Oh, I'm
Like, you
installing
can-
this right
yeah,
away.
you can go and just, you gotta trust me on this. You just click on it and it's
This
a
is
little
the problem
in-
we're going to have is showing the watch.
Yes, we
It's
will.
not gonna be
And
an
then,
easy thing
yeah,
to do.
it
gonna
will
have to
show
start-
the memories nearby.
Wearing your watch on your right wrist so that you can do
Really?
that. Yeah.
Well, I also got a stand, but I don't know how to use it on the stand because it's not attached to my wrist. It's
Exactly.
very complicated.
Apple made this very
is
hard
new
to show off.
territory, the Apple Watch reviews.
See, I'm wearing it on my left wrist, so I could put it where my iPad is, and you can see it.
So, the images are going to be very small, and they're going to connect to your iPhone through Bluetooth, so they're not going to come in fast. But they are, it's good
I'm
to
signing
have
up
a
for
little
this.
tiny reminder
Yeah.
of, oh, yeah. Especially if you're feeling down or something, and you look, oh, there's a baby picture I took for you.
How far back in time does it go? Do you know?
That's
Another tough
to
question.
the
I was
cavemen days,
No, it
obviously.
doesn't. I was shocked because Time Hop gave me a picture from I think it was 7 years ago, and I thought,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I think it goes back that. I mean, since I think the oldest place I've been saving photos is Dropbox.
Yeah, it has to go. It can only go back as far as your stuff goes
Yeah,
back,
so
right?
I haven't been on Instagram that long. So the Dropbox is the longest place that I've had photos.
What's this called
And that
again?
was
I want this.
Memoir.
Memoir.
Yep, Memoir. You guys have talked about it on this show before, I think.
Oh, I have to. I'll be honest with you. I don't really
Please.
pay attention when we're
when we're doing
a
this show.
No.
But
Just so you
it's
know.
a great app for your iPad.
I like the Apple Watch thing.
Yes, yeah.
Right on, right on, right on.
Memoir.
Memoir. I
And
got one.
I will find out where it connects to. And
Well,
maybe even by
I'm
the end of the
installing
show.
it. I'll probably
Oh,
know
you'll
because
know.
it'll
You will.
say, okay, who do you want to connect this to? So I think to-do lists are a really good example. Actually, we have two examples because you and I use different programs. So let me tell you the criteria for a to-do list. I want it to be fully cross-platform. So if I'm using a Windows machine, if I'm using a Mac, if I'm using a laptop, if I'm using an iPad, if I'm using my phone, even if I'm using my watch, I want my to-dos to be everywhere, right? That's when it's most useful.
Right.
I also, and see, I'm finicky. I need it to connect up to Google because I keep my to-do list on Google. Now, that helps because that means if you could find an app that logs into your Google account, it'll use the Google Tasks, and that will be how it propagates. And that's what Wunderlist, or maybe it should be Wunderlist.
Wunderlist.
It's spelled W-U-N-D-E-R. It's funny. I've known about Wunderlist for a long time as a to-do app. But you can show this, by the way. I know there's a phone number in there, but that's just the number of the company. I need to call them before we.
Maybe someone could call them.
Would
for
you
Leo?
call them and give them my passport number? Say Leo's changed it. So this is a very nice to-do list program. You're seeing the iPad app, and you see it uses it all. It works also, of course, on the iPhone and even on the Apple Watch. And the way I do it is I connect it, of course, up to my Google. So anytime I change any of these to-dos, in fact, watch, I'll add one. Let's do it on the phone. Well, I'll add a to-do on my Wunderlist on my phone. Create a, oh, this is another thing they do now, by the way, is they have better categorization, even more categorization. So work, house, shopping. Let's say I really need to buy shoelaces. So I'm going to add shoelaces to my shopping list. All right, and add that. You can, of course, do other things. You can have a due date, a reminder. You can add a subtask which is kind of cool. So maybe my subtask should be put holes in shoe for shoelaces, right? Yeah. So that's, well, you got to do that before you can buy shoelaces, right? So there's my shoelaces. I'm done. You can even add a comment. Now, that's showing up here. Let's see. Did it work? Let's go to shopping. There they are. So that's great. But now here's where it becomes a trifecta. I also have Wunderlist installed. Actually, you know, I'm going to do it the right way. Everybody says, oh, you should just go, hey, Siri. Hey, open Wunderlist. I'm too impatient.
Siri is a bit slow.
Yeah, well, and sometimes I overtalk Siri. So here comes Wunderlist. And it's nice to have it on your watch, especially a shopping list. Because then as you're going down the aisles, it's wonderful to be able to say, oh, yeah, I have my shopping list on my watch. You don't have to pull out your phone or anything. So here's the inbox. Here's by date. Here's favorited. And you see I can favorite something. So if it's a really important to do. And I can even delegate it by sending it to a person. But let's just go looking at my, my inbox here. This is one of the, there's call a Uniworld. There's cancel New York Times. I don't have the shopping list there yet. So even though I put it on the phone, it may take some time to propagate over. Let's see. Oh, no, it's there. I have to look in the right folder. Shoelaces. So, and there's even a checkbox. So, you know, in fact, let's say I bought those shoelaces, and that'll be done on every platform. Look at that. It disappeared on my iPad. It's amazing.
That is amazing. Could you just, like, tell Siri? Let's see. Add corn to my Wonder List.
I don't know.
Add corn to my Wonder List.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Add corn to my Wonder List. It got you. That's a good question.
It hurt me, but not you. Siri, come on.
Do you have the weird thing, like Siri doesn't talk to you in the Apple Watch, which
she doesn't talk. She should talk.
It's like, it feels weird. I'm like, Siri, did I say? I feel like she's ignoring me or something.
Yeah. Oh, look. How do you like that? I'm all done with my shopping.
Oh, that is nice.
Wunderlist is a really good app. It does it on Android, iOS. It does it on desktop. It does it on everywhere, on Google. In fact, I even have a Chrome extension on my Chrome browser. When I create a new tab, it shows me my to-do list from Wunderlist. So I don't know if it's Wunderlist, Wunderlist, but I like it. But now you have a much more fancy to-do list.
Well,
do you use this?
I don't. I use Wunderlist.
Oh,
that's what I use.
You're kidding.
But Things was the one that was recommended as one of the best Apple Watch apps. So I tried it. I haven't. It was actually more expensive. I think Wunderlist is free, and
Things is like $30 or something. It's very expensive because you have to buy it.
Oh,
not
for
only
the desktop, it's
you buy it for the desktop,
yeah,
and then you have to buy it for each platform.
So I have that one. I just wondered if you used it, but I don't yet.
Oh, so I just stole yours.
No, I haven't. I wasn't going to suggest it.
We both
for today.
like one. What's funny about Wunderlist is I did not use it for a long time. For a long time, I used AnyDo and recommended it. I really do like AnyDo. It's any.do. I've used Gina Trapani's to-do text. I've used a lot of different to-do lists. For a long time, I used Remember the Milk. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
But Wunderlist, which has been around just about that long, because it's a trifecta.
Yeah.
And not just a trifecta, it works everywhere. It's the one I settled on, and it's great.
Yeah, I really like it too. And in answer to your Memoir question, I looked up the answer. You can sync it up with your camera roll, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram.
You can do it with Twitter.
Your Foursquare, which is helpful because then
you can say you were here.
Yes. Your Dropbox and your Mac.
I'm going to get that. I like that. That looks like it's everything I want it to be.
I think it is everything.
So give me another trifecta.
Lifeline. This is a game. It was recommended by Thomas Smith, who watches and listens to the show.
I have yet to put a game on my watch.
You haven't?
Yeah, I want to see this.
This is called Lifeline. I'll show it to you on the iPad, but I will also, now I've figured out how to show it to you on the... It's like Choose Your Own Adventure. Do you remember Choose Your Own Adventure?
Yeah, so it's text.
Yeah, so it just comes in and you get... what is going on here? You get the alerts and... It's just a story. It's an astronaut lost in space, and you get to help him. So, hello, is this thing working? And I can choose
totally
who is this,
text-based.
or I read you. I think I need to start it over because I was in the middle of the game. It is text-based, and it's on the phone, and it will give you alerts too. Let's see.
See, the challenge, of course, is to put a game on the Apple Watch because you don't really have animation. You have you can have multiple images that you could sort of do animation.
Well,
You're
really
pretty
limited
like. What you could do with it.
Yeah, you are. So a text game is cool.
Right.
There it is. Can you see? Oh, you can't see that. There is Lifeline. And again, so there's says, I was in the middle of the game. So it says, yeah, cool, that makes sense. There might be other survivors, fingers crossed. So I can scroll up and then make a choice. I won't read that. I don't want to give away the game to everybody. I played a lot.
Do you really?
I've played for a long time, so I can make a choice. Should we look for the crew or should we check the flight deck?
Let's check the flight deck. I don't know why I said that.
So then a different message will come through.
It just seemed like looking. All right, it's good. Oh, see.
It's gonna. All right, it's
it's gonna
take me a few minutes to sort through the wreckage. So I like this because if you get really involved in the game and then you have to go to work or something, you have your watch on and you can still get alerts that he's waiting for you.
Do you ever use Google Authenticator? It sounds like
I think
the
I have
answer
to use
is
it
no.
sometimes, right?
Oh, okay.
No, don't you?
Well,
I don't know. No.
If you use two-factor authentication on Google or many other places, you need something like Authenticator. But I didn't know this for a long time. It's not. They often say Google Authenticator as if it only comes from Google. But even if you're using it to authenticate two-factor on Google, it's a standard. The way Authenticator works is you and Google both know a secret number that's your unique identifier. Nobody else should know that number. And then what Google does on the service, and Twitter does this, Evernote, everywhere you see two-factor, Tumblr does it, and I strongly encourage you for security to turn on two-factor if you're not using it. I know it's a little inconvenient, but I'm going to show you how it can be much more convenient. So the idea is when you add an account, you're going to tell your authenticator program, Google Authenticator, what your secret number is. It's going to take the current time, mush it together with a secret number, and come up with a 6-digit code. So time plus magic number equals a 6-digit code. And Google, at the Google headquarters, does the same thing. Oh, it's Leo. We know his magic number is X. We know what time it is. Let's mush them together. There's a little slop because maybe you're 5 seconds off. But basically, every 30 seconds, that number changes. And that number only, as long as Leo's kept his secret, only Leo will be able to come up with the same 6-digit number when we ask him.
And you're so good at keeping secrets.
Fortunately, the secret number is so long that I don't know it.
Right.
So when you use Google Authenticator, you'll either take a picture of a QR code, that'll give you the number, or you could manually enter. You could say, what's the number? And it's like a 15-digit number, and you could manually enter it. I stopped using Google Authenticator. You know why? Every time, and I set up a lot of new devices. I'm always using new phones. Every time I had a new phone, I had to, if I didn't remember my secret number, I'd have to start all over again. Eventually, I figured out, oh, you could take a picture of the QR code. I saved that into LastPass. Now I can add new accounts, but I've got a better way. Have you ever heard of Authy? A-U-T-H-Y.
No.
This is the same thing as a Google Authenticator. It doesn't come from Google. It's a third-party company. It's great because what Authy does is it saves a encrypted database of your secret numbers. And every time you add a new device, instead of adding all your secret numbers, you just add your Authy account. You type in, you have a long passphrase that encrypts it, and only you should know that, but you can remember that thing. You type that in, and then Authy will allow you to come up with authenticator numbers. So you can see I have on Authy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accounts. My WordPress account, Slack, Tumblr, my Microsoft account, and this is that 6-digit number. Authy has another wonderful thing because unlike Google Authenticator, you could just press a button to copy it to the clipboard.
Oh, I like that.
So you can double tap to get out of something and then type in and then go to Authy and get the number and then paste it in.
You really need that with the phone. And
you do, because it's a pain, right, going back and forth. Well, not only does Authy work on the iPad, it works everywhere, by the way. This is another one which is a quadrifecta.
Trifecta. Oh,
with a millionfecta. It's a 100-fecta.
Panfecta?
It's a panfecta. I like it because it works everywhere. And so I put it on all my iOS devices. I put it on all my Android devices. I put it everywhere. Now, Authy also is smart about Touch ID, which is great. Yeah. Now, let's show you my Slack code. It's okay to show these because they expire. And because the time is the same, the code should be pretty close. The time should be pretty close. So what happens when you log into Slack? It says, okay, what's your password? You know that. Okay, what's your token? And you get that from your Authy. But it even works, get ready for this, on the Apple Watch. Hey, Siri. Don't ignore me, Siri. I know you're listening. Hey. Maybe we should rethink this iOS Today thing. Hey, Siri.
Some bugs.
Hey, Siri. You know what? I can do it from here.
Yeah, you got to press the button.
I can do it from here. You know, this is just hard because you got to search in this really tiny interface. Where is that it? Is that Authy? I don't even. No, that's breaking news. Okay.
But you can say here. You can't you press the button to get Siri too? The digital crown. If you hold it down and say,
you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, hold it down.
Open Authy.
You don't have to keep it holding it.
Oh, it doesn't look like you have an app called Authy. Open Authy.
Siri.
One more time.
You have it, but you have it on your iPad, so it.
Open
your phone.
Authy. Now it's not even. Now she's just ignoring me.
Can't
Open
be rude to the
Authy.
It's on your iPhone, right? And your iPhone has.
It's on my Apple Watch too, though.
Oh, you've had it on there.
Yeah.
And
so.
What color is it?
I know. It should. Well, it's red.
I'm sorry. I'm getting an incoming message from my astronaut. I need to.
You have an Oh, you.
The game that I
Oh
was
no,
just
the
playing.
Game is gonna bug you all the time.
I get to be bugged by an astronaut.
There's Authy. Finally, I found it. Okay. And you see the same thing. So let's see what my Slack code is on here, and I can. Well, I don't know. I don't see it, but it's here somewhere. But you tap it, and you're going to get that 6-digit number, which is really fantastic.
That is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
any
that.
minute now. I'm gonna.
So that's different than 1Password or LastPass. This is two-step authentication.
Yeah.
So you need both.
But if you've been using Google, there you go. If you've been using Google Authenticator, how handy is it to have it on every device without having to remember your secret number or re-enter the QR code? And how much more handy is it to have it on your watch? I love it. AUTHY, and you know what? It's free.
It's free. Awesome. All right, I got one more Trifecta app. It's called Peak. Have you heard of Peak?
Peak? No.
I think you guys talked about Elevate around Christmas. It's
What's
to
that?
train your brain.
Oh, I love these things.
Peak is
So is this a
another one.
game?
It's several games
All
to
right.
make you play, and
They don't have that on the watch, do they?
They do. They
nice.
do. I will show it to you here first. They're the pretty basic games on the watch, and they also have it on the phone. So what should we do? Should we work on language, problem solving, focus, or memory?
Yeah. What? What?
Let's do focus.
Okay.
Okay, you have to help me because I don't have very good focus.
Oh,
okay, here are the
yeah, like
instructions.
I'm the guy.
Memorize the card.
Yeah. It's a
Does the
green.
current card match the card
No.
that came before it? No.
Yeah. Right. I've played this game.
You
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should we skip instruction? Let's just
Yeah.
play the game.
Let's
you ready?
do it.
Are you going to
I'm
tell
ready.
me what to do?
I'll tell you what to do.
Okay, you tell me
Yep,
what to do.
Yep. Obviously, the first one is a no or memorize. Okay. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Isn't this fun, kids? Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, you went too fast. Anyway, you get the idea.
Yes. So it's similar on the watch. Can you see my watch there? Let's see.
Oh, that's kind of fun. I wouldn't mind playing that on the watch.
It's blue with 3 little lines. It looks like Personal Capital, the Personal Capital app. There it is, but it's this way. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
So then it's
Let's
the same
play.
game.
And so we'll have the focus game on there?
Yeah. Same. Ready?
Okay, ready.
You going to tell me what to do again?
Yep.
Okay. We got it. We know how. Okay.
Yes. No.
Okay, this is still good. Okay, no. All right, now let's...
No. This is fun, yes. That's pretty good for the watch. No. So that's actually, remember when I said the watch doesn't have animation? What it has is slideshows.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And I like seeing an app designed to work with the native interface instead of trying to trick it with some sort of fake animation. That's
and you
great.
can imagine, like, you're sitting or waiting for the bus, you're, I don't know, going to
And
the
you're
bathroom,
training
like,
your
whatever.
brain.
You're training your brain. You got it right here. You don't have to have, like, the big iPad wherever you are. You don't have to take it out. It's just there for you to get smarter.
Hey, Siri.
I love the watch.
Open Authy.
You're
It
still
says
working on that.
Authy every time, O-F-F-I.
I am sorry, but I am a full believer in the watch. It had some problems.
Solomar says it opens every time on his.
Huh. Maybe, do you have a lisp?
Open Aussie. Now, see, it's
So
got,
we will have all, do you have another app or no?
I have a million of them, but we could stop now.
So, you can get all the links at twit.tv/iPad today, but
How do you
that
spell
will be
peak?
changing.
P-E-E-K?
P-E-E-K, yes.
Peak.
No, peak. You know, P-E-A-K.
A-K, like the
your
mountain peak.
brain power.
Peak.
That's what we're all going to have from that yes, no. And
Peak.
Now I know I need to keep listening to you.
Peak.
That's what I learned from that.
When I do this, do you think I've gone away? Okay, just checking.
Yes, so all these links, iPad today.
Really threw her on that.
Twit.tv/iPad. I had this joke in my head about like all the co-hosts for iPad today. Like, yes, is this one like the other one? Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
That's
no.
a good idea. We should make a new brain game with like just heads.
It's like
our
Sarah's
heads.
picture, my picture,
Yeah.
Sarah's picture,
Yeah.
my picture.
Say it with a lisp. Hey, open Authy.
Authy.
No, it says off-sea.
I don't have it, so I can't. Oh, my watch just told me to stand. Did yours?
Would you could stand up now.
I think I can move around a little bit without
Actually,
standing.
you know what? You could trick the watch just by going like this.
Really? I don't want to trick the watch. I want to be healthy. Okay, are we brought to you by?
We are brought to you
How
by
do we get to do this?
these guys, Trunk Club. Men, does Marco like to shop for clothes?
He does. He
Oh,
does like to shop.
I-
No,
you
he
know-
doesn't like. He likes new clothes. He doesn't like to shop.
He likes clothes, but he doesn't
Yeah,
want to
he
shop
likes
for them.
new clothes,
He
but
wants
yeah.
them just to appear.
Yes.
Well, how are you going to get clothes
And he
if you don't-
doesn't like what I pick out for him either. So it's a
Yeah.
problem.
How are you going to get clothes if you don't shop for them? So I've been suffering for 58 years going to the store, and I have to go to the husky section. That's embarrassing enough. They should just call it little fat boy section. Trunk Club. Man, I love Trunk Club. Instead of doing the shopping, my personal stylist, Robin, does the shopping for me. And this is free. Oh. She doesn't charge me for her time. When we first signed up for Trunk Club, I talked to her for about half an hour. I told her, okay, don't laugh, but I'm husky. She said, that's fine. Many of my clients are husky. You mean fat? Yeah. I told her my waist size, my shirt size, my shoe size, my head size. Big. I also talked about my style. I said, I'm a little preppy. I like button downs, right? I want the British spread collars. Gave her a sense. I said, I like sweaters. Then she put up a page, like Hot or Not, where I rated clothes. I like that, don't like that. Then, and this is the best part, she put together my trunk. Now, the whole point of this is it doesn't cost you anything. You only pay for the clothes you buy. There's not a subscription. Don't fear you're going to get a trunk you don't want every month. You only get a trunk when you ask for a trunk. You only pay for what you keep. So go through your trunk. It's so much fun getting it. And I think Marco would like this. The thing is, it takes it off you, right? Because it's not you picking it. Robin, my stylist, picks my stuff. So I said send some ties. So they send all the stuff. Now you have 10 days to go through your trunk, try it on, see if it fits, see if it fits your lifestyle, your taste. Keep what you want. The rest you throw back in the trunk, and you just send it back. They pay the postage on both directions. You literally pay nothing except you buy the clothes you keep. That's it. If Marco keeps one shirt, that's all you pay. If he says, I don't like any of it, you send it back. Robin will call and say, you didn't like any of it. And you can kind of work with her to get a little bit closer to what your tastes are. Frankly, every time I get a trunk, I keep about half of it. Because I love when I get shoes, shirts. I love my sweaters. Trunk Club. Not a subscription. It's free. You only pay for what you keep. And if you don't keep anything, it costs you nothing. You're going to love your personal stylist. I love Robin. TrunkClub.com/twit. I want you to try it today. It is so great. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to make you look great. And you know what? For you, I think you should suggest this to Marco. Because he likes the part about trying it on, right?
Right.
And there's no pressure on you now.
Yeah.
It's not like stuff you picked out.
Right.
And so I bet you it could be stuff you picked out, but he won't know it.
Right, exactly.
TrunkClub.com/twit. You're going to love it. All right, moving
maybe
along.
I'll start wearing men's clothes and I'll use it for myself.
I have told Robin time and time again, you got to do this for women. Women would love this. But the problem is, there are women know you can go to a department store and get a personal stylist and all that stuff. So I think women are kind of a little bit better equipped to do this. Guys, we're like mental midgets when it comes to this. We don't get it. I don't understand shopping at all. So I think they served a need that really was the most extreme.
Right.
Maybe now they can expand it to other people who are not missing the clothes shopping gene as I am.
Just a quick reminder, we record this show 12:30 Pacific time.
They're recording
or
this?
thereabouts. Yes, you can watch live 12:30 at live.twit.tv.
12:30 when Leo shows up on time.
Yes, but you can see me
Sitting there
this.
waiting for Leo. Actually, I apologize. I was a little late today.
No, it's okay.
Insurance company called, said, none of your cars are insured. Would you like to do something about that? And I said, yes, I would like to do something about that. Thank you.
And also, iPad Today would be nothing without viewers like you.
You,
So
Y-O-U.
I've got some emails.
Okay,
Would you like
email
to hear
time.
'em?
I'm
James
ready.
writes, I would like to bring Mango Health to your attention.
What?
It's a medication reminder that is mostly free of ads and doesn't require any personal information to use on a single device.
Okay.
If you wish to use it on several devices, you just sign up for an account.
Did you download it?
I
we
did. I
look
got
at
it on my watch.
Oh, it's on your watch?
Yes.
See, this is a good use for the watch because it could say, time to take your pill.
Yeah, I don't have any medications that I'm currently taking.
Oh, we'll make up some.
But here it is. Can you see
You're
this?
not on Prozac? You know,
Not yet.
Sarah, after she worked with me for about a year, was on all sorts of medication.
So this is Mango Health.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. How's that?
I like this.
And yeah, you just enter your medications and it reminds you. And that, I mean, the reminders, the taptic reminders on your wrist are awesome. That's one of my favorite things about the watch. I love it.
Now, it's iPhone and Apple Watch only. It doesn't have an iPad version.
Yeah, okay.
But that's
So
fine.
here it is, and you can say when you're going to be taking your medications and enter them in. And this
Love
was free
this.
for me to download.
And it has an Apple Watch?
Yeah, thank you, James.
Good suggestion.
Also, let's see, we have a voicemail. Would you like to hear the voicemail?
I'm listening.
Okay, let's
Hello,
see.
voicemail.
You ready for it, Zach?
Is it off your laptop?
Yes. Oh, wait, no.
Hi, Megan and
Oh, yeah.
Leo. This is Jeff. I just updated to iOS 8.3 on my phone. Now, when I'm calling, now when I'm connected to Sync in my truck and I say, hey, Siri, call so-and-so, Siri replies, calling so-and-so on speaker. Is there a setting that leaves Hey Siri on Sync and not go to speaker? Thanks for all you do.
Ah, I see. It's
He's
using
saying
it on...
Ford Sync? Is that what
Yeah,
he's saying?
Sync, I think is what he's saying. So what he's saying is he wants it to go through his Bluetooth and his speakers in his car as opposed to through the speakerphone on his phone. And I think that is a setting when you pair the Bluetooth, because I know I've seen that before, that it'll say, the normal setting is to go through the Bluetooth when you pair it, but you can say, leave it on the speakers. I think when you set it up, James, you probably checked the box that said, continue to play on the speakerphone. You know, it's a good question. Can we go back into our settings and change out that behavior? Maybe we can. Let me look, because I've, of course, paired my phone to my car and to Lisa's car so that I can use it. Let me look at the info. No, sync contacts, phone favorites, phone recents, all contacts. But I don't see a setting about whether to play it through the speaker. So maybe it's only when you first set it up. That seems odd.
And this is something new in the newest update of the iOS.
It must be
apparently.
because he didn't have this problem before, huh?
Yeah. So when you're talking to Siri and you ask Siri to call someone, does she automatically call them on speaker?
She should, if you're paired through Bluetooth. Hey, maybe it's a Siri setting. You may have just found the key on this one. Let's look
I sprung this one on you.
Let's
with
see.
no
Let's look in the
prior
Siri settings.
research.
Well, sometimes, you know, I think it's allow Hey Siri. I always turn that off. Voice gender, voice feedback, my info. No, don't. Anybody know? That would be this would be going for our chat.
Yes,
room.
or email us.
Or email us.
You can email me directly at Megan at
I'm going to get in the
twit.tv if you
car
know the answer.
and pair it. Megan
have
at
full-
twit.tv. I'm going to get in the car and pair it and see, because I seem to remember that when I paired, it gave me the option to do it through the speakerphone. But I think the default will always be. Is that right, Jeff? You have it on your phone?
Jeffrey Needles, you could have sent me your heartbeat to tell me this.
You go into settings, accessibility.
Ah, it's an accessibility setting.
Accessibility.
All right.
You don't want it on automatic. You want it on
Yeah.
automatic.
So I'll
So
do that on mine so that we can, we don't want to show any secret stuff Jeff has on his phone. We would prefer to show secret stuff
Like
that
how
I
many
have on
times he
my
sent me his
phone.
heartbeat.
How many times did you send Megan
Just
your
one
heartbeat?
time, I was just kidding.
So you go to settings, general, accessibility, And let's see where we would find. Where do you find that, Jeff? Audio routing?
Yeah.
Call audio routing. And there you go. Automatic. Am I clicking in and out? I think I am. Automatic headset or speaker. So he must have it set.
No. He has it on automatic.
He has it on automatic?
Yes.
Or so what if you want to always have it go through the Bluetooth headset, which is what you want if it's sync. I know that's kind of confusing. It sounds like it's not a headset. It's your sync speaker system, but that's what you want. Just select that. And that's an accessibility. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Good catch.
All right, so I've got another one here. Where is that one that I was looking? Oh, yes. Keith asks, he says, loves the podcast, by the way. Thanks. I love it, too.
By the way, one other thing. Somebody's saying, if he's saying, hey, Siri, he must have it powered, which is a very good point. Siri doesn't normally in listening mode, full-time listening mode, unless it's powered, which may mean that he's got it going through the stereo system, and that may be a different setting. You may actually want to use the phone's speakers because this audio will be coming out of the phone. Anyway, play with those settings and to make it work. Sorry, go ahead.
No, good point.
Yeah.
Keith, he says, love the podcast. Are there any good iOS apps that will display the time, weather, sports scores, news crawl, etc., while your phone or iPad is docked? I listen to my phone all day at work, and it would be cool to have this little
entertainment
station.
And I found one that I have never used. It's 99 cents called Dashboard. So look at that one. But this is the one we've recommended in the past. And it comes from a company that we love, Panic Software. They call it Status Board, but it's $10. On the other hand, it's very configurable. I actually set it up here. I'm going to set it up here so that you can see the setup process on my iPad. Congratulations on Static. Get started. Twitter, calendar. We'd like to know your location so we can show you what's happening outside weather-wise. We'd also, I'm going to say, yes, you may access my calendar. What is this? And why am I seeing it? Thank you. Would you, yes, access my Twitter accounts? You don't have to say yes, but obviously if you do, you're going to have a better experience. Do you want to have your email? Well, you do need to give it email login. I'm not going to do that right now, but if you want it, you can actually have your inbox pop up as notifications. Where's that coming from? Is it from this? It is. It's up. Apparently I'm getting music.
Well,
that is interesting. I'm in an elevator right now. Making your status board. So you'll see it's very configurable. That's why this is $10, all right? Because let's turn on the status board. Oh. That's very 8-bit. There we go. So birthdays, time, weather, calendar information. This is news, it looks like. You can make this anything. These are just the default modules. You can go in here and change it to your little heart's content. And this will you just sit this in your dock and have it going on. You can even AirPlay it, which means you can put it on your big screen TV. I love this. This is just an amazing little tool. iPad today, right now, it knows, right? Posts by day. If you want to, you say, oh, I want to read that, I can click View Post in Safari. It'll open it up. I think this is a great thing. It's called Status Board. It comes to us from Panic Software. And boy, if, you can go on and on. There really is no limit to how much you can customize this. And you can even have your own HTML and CSS in there. So you can actually create graphs, tables, news feeds. If you had, for instance, a boss who was computer illiterate, but you wanted to give him regular updates on how many widgets the factory had made that day, you can literally do this. So it's very configurable, very powerful. You're going to say, oh my gosh, it's $10. It's given the capabilities of this, I think it's worth $10. However, as I said, there is a program. By the way, this is the HD TV layout. Now you turn on AirPlay so that you put it out on your HD TV. Oh, for $20, you can actually use a cable and output it. That's interesting. But it works with AirPlay. That's called, it comes from Panic, P-A-N-I-C software. It's called Status Board, and I think it's exactly what you're looking for.
I like it. I have some more questions, but I think, we're going a little bit long, so we maybe save those for next week. What do you think? I have more voicemails, more questions.
I think that's more than enough.
I think it's more than enough, but stay tuned. Next week we'll have some other questions, some good topics. We had a lot of email.
Yeah, keep sending the email in. We really appreciate it. In fact, now, as we mentioned, it can be on any iOS topic, even Apple TV. So Apple TV, iPad, iPhone, and Apple Watch. It's iOS today, starting next week.
Yes, and you can also call us 757-504-iPad.
If you're going to leave a voicemail, that's just a voicemail number. No human will answer, so don't be shy. But if you're going to leave a voicemail, do me a favor, do us a favor. Just start with, hi, your first name, what city. We don't need your last name. That's fine. Just, hi, this is Bob from Fresno. And then if you can keep it to under 30 seconds, you're much more likely to get it on the air. If it's too long, we just can't use it. So first name, city, about 30 seconds. I would love to hear your voice on this show. Our show today brought to you by Braintree. Smart people, shake the Braintree. Braintree is a great way, if you're working on a mobile app, to add a payment API to your mobile app, because Braintree and their V.0 SDK take everything. I mean everything. You want to support Apple Pay? You got it. Bitcoin, you got it. Credit cards, of course. PayPal, of course. Venmo, of course. It's just a few lines of code, a simple integration. We're talking minutes to add all of these payment infrastructures to your mobile app. In fact, if you can't or don't have the time, they'll even handle the integration for you. Braintree supports Android, iOS, JavaScript, .NET, Node.js, Java, Perl, PHP, Python, and Ruby. It's about 10 lines of code to call the API. It is 100% secure. And boy, if you needed any incentive, by the way, you can go and log in at braintreepayments.com/iPad today. If you go there right now, they're going to give you your first $50,000 in payments fee-free. No fee. It's a great deal. braintreepayments.com/iPad today.
Well, Leo, we have 2 more segments left in the show.
2?
2 more. The first one, of course, is There Is Not an App for That.
This is a new thing, and I love this idea. Now, I want you to play along at home. How does this work, Mary?
Okay, I am going to read 3 descriptions of apps.
Okay.
And you, and you, and you, and you,
and the chat room
have to tell me which is not a real app.
One of these is not an app.
One of these is not an app.
I'm ready.
One of these is not an app.
One of these is not an app.
Wait, there is not an app for that.
2 of these
yes, 2 of these
are an app. One of these
is not an app.
Is not an app.
And today's theme is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
The first one is called Swifter. Swifter is Tinder, but only for women who look like Taylor Swift.
Okay, that's not an app.
Creator Miranda Jefferson was so tired of going on dates with men telling her that she was a dead ringer for Taylor Swift. Like any good entrepreneur, she figured she wasn't the only blonde millennial with that problem. So she created a dating app for women who look like Taylor Swift and people interested in dating women who look like Taylor Swift.
It's a small audience, but a very narrow, precise, targeted. Okay.
That's called Swifter.
Okay. What else? That's my first candidate right there.
Okay.
All right.
This one is called the Hater app.
The Hater.
You know, haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Have you ever wanted a don't like button on Facebook?
Yes.
How about something stronger? That's the whole idea behind the Hater app, created by a man who thinks that the language of likes on most social networks forces us to be overly positive and restricts our ability to be ourselves. Hater is an alternative social network that lets you post pictures only of things that you hate and then allows others to agree by giving your post a thumbs down.
That's great, because sometimes you'll post something on Facebook, like recently somebody's like, their dad died, and I didn't want to say like.
Yeah. No.
But at the same time, I wanted to say, oh, I'm sorry, and I'm sympathetic, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I hate it.
Hate it when dads
Hater,
die.
okay.
Okay.
Good. That's, if there's not an app for that, there ought to be. What else?
Text. Text is a keyboard app that lets Taylor Swift do the talking for you.
I want it.
Like other keyboard apps, you just install it, you type the globe next to the Text keyboard, and then if you're ever at a loss for words, you just pick from themes like missing you or haters, and then choose a lyric that you'd like to send.
I think that totally could be an app.
Okay.
In fact,
so,
I think all three of these should be an app.
okay.
But I'm going to guess the first one is not an app.
That's true. We need some music for the ding, 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 ding.
ding.
You are correct, and I'm going to get better at this.
You know why? Because there are not enough women who look like Taylor Swift to make that app work.
That's true. Nobody looks like
It's
Tay
for
Tay.
women who look like Taylor Swift and
Tay
men
Tay
who want to
Swizzle.
date them.
I'm told her name is really Tay Tay Swizzle.
Tay Tay Swizzle?
Yeah. Good job, Leo.
I win.
You get to wear a hat.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
My
do.
daughter does.
I follow Taylor Swift
You
on
do?
That's
That's interesting
I love
and
her.
weird. I do like her. I also like
love
Katy
her.
Perry, though.
I love Katy Perry. Follow
Yeah.
her on Instagram, too.
All
You know who
right.
else I follow?
Me?
On Instagram? You?
You know,
You know who else I follow?
Who?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nicki
Instagram is
Minaj.
interesting for me.
I not only follow you, but I have my Apple Watch set for whenever you post something, it alerts me.
What?
Just you.
Are you crazy?
No. I have a tip about how to do that on the upcoming Screensavers.
I want to know how to do that.
Well, you got to watch the
How to
Screensavers.
find out when Leo posts Instagram.
So
What did I
funny
post
thing-
last night? Let me test that.
I just got alerted that you posted something, but I didn't actually. That's the thing with the notifications. You can't go there. But I didn't.
Oh, that's why I don't
didn't.
like Instagram. On
You
the
did
app,
post a
on
picture,
the
though.
watch.
I do have
did.
an alert. Well, you have
Alert.
to go there and check. You know what's funny about the app cap? The app cap is where we talk about our favorite apps and we wrap up the show.
Is-
A tiny
what's,
little ribbon.
what's funny about the app cap Mini Pearl?
What's funny about the app cap?
That's good. You sound just like her. Sound just like her.
What's funny
What's funny
we
about
came
the
up
app
with the
cap?
same one. We came up with the same one.
We both love it.
But I came up with a different
So
one.
that was kind of you, because
So
I'm
maybe we
prepared
should-
if you wish to come up with another one.
No.
But you're going to let me have that one?
I had another one
All
that
right.
I know you wouldn't come up with mine. So who should go first, you or me?
No, ladies always go
Okay.
first on the show.
My app is called iAllowance, and it is a way to organize your children's allowance. I thought you wouldn't do this. You're beyond the allowance.
I would never do this. This is you're a safe bet.
So
Do you
here-
give your children allowances?
I do, but here's the thing that most parents know. It's so annoying to have to remember to give it to them.
It's very hard to remember.
And then you have to, and to actually have cash around is
Yeah.
very difficult too.
That's why I don't give cash. I give Steam credits. Yeah.
Really?
Michael gets $5 a week in Steam credits.
Oh, that's interesting.
Apparently
you're
he's
not
happy-
on the
he's
allowance
happy
page.
with that.
So you can show all of this. It's fine. It's not like there's not account numbers or anything, just my kids' names, which everybody knows. Privacy is dead, people. So here's
It's
how much
so
they have
90s.
account. And that's not real money. That's just like how much we owe them were they to collect. And then every week it adds. So you add how much their allowance is. So Annabella gets $5 a week. The boys each get $3 a week. And it automatically adds in there. And then you can go and you can do savings. See, here's the spending. So she bought $9 worth of nail polishes at Target. So I wrote
Ooh,
nail
she's
polishes
kind of behind.
at Target, and then
Are you going to
she'd
break her
subtract
kneecaps now? No. What's
that
the
is
vig
not-
on $9 a week?
involved in there. But because you're at Target and you're like, she doesn't have her money, and nobody has cash anymore, so you just buy it and then it marks it in here and she takes it out of there. You can attach it to chores if you want. I don't know. There's conflicting evidence about whether you should directly give kids money for chores.
There's evidence?
Well, there's no evidence. Some people
There's
say
opinions.
there's opinions.
Here's what
Because,
I say.
you have to, I don't get paid for the housework I do,
Right.
so.
Chores are part of the deal.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
You don't get money for the
Right.
chores.
Yeah.
You don't do your chores, you ain't getting that money.
Right.
But you don't get money for the chores.
So, yeah, you can connect them here.
You get money because you're part of the family. The chores are a part of the deal as well.
Right. And I don't know if you remember, but part of Jumping Monkeys we used to do was the spend, save, give segment.
I love
do you remember
that.
So it was
Yes.
one
Can you
way
do that on there?
Yeah, you can specify what they can save and what they can give to charity.
So if you give her $3 or give them $3, $1 gets to spend, $1 to save, $1 to
Right.
charity.
Yeah.
So
it's
really,
called
their allowance is $1.
Yes, allowance. And you
Kids aren't
kind of have
that
to give
stupid.
kids enough money that they're going to be able to save and buy
Yeah.
things. Although my boys really want to buy an iPad for themselves. I'm like, well, you're going to have to
Okay, $3 a
start
week.
saving. Yeah.
I think it's going to take them 4 years.
So it's iAllowance. I really like it. Check it out. And
If they add 4G networking, it's going to take another year.
it's true. It'll take a while. But, then you can also add the money that they've gotten
Then they
from
appreciate
families and
it. Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
Can you do that in there? Does
yes.
it say?
Yeah. You can,
There's
yeah.
like a section called Silk Purse or something like that.
Sow's ear.
Red envelope.
Yeah. And so again, you're not like this isn't a bank. There's not real money.
There's no
it's
money.
Just how
It's just
much.
keeping
it's
track.
Like which is kind of the way
what you want.
credit cards work. Like it's
not
real money.
No, it's silly. If it were real money.
I allow
Holy
it.
cow.
There's a free version, but you can only add one child. Who has one child? Why stop at one?
The free versions only allows singletons.
Yes. So you could.
That
use
seems
this one.
discriminatory
Well,
against
you gotta have
people with
some way to
multiple
make money,
children.
right?
What happens if they have twins?
You have to buy the
screwed.
version for $2.99,
Yeah.
which is worth it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now for the one that we both choose, but I gave to you.
And it's called GoatZ.
It's just GoatZ.
No, not GoatZ, GoatZ. Have you ever played Goat Simulator? It's great.
I haven't, but I have played the zombie goat quite a lot this weekend.
This
in
game,
preparation.
you mean the kid? Oh, I'm sorry. God, I feel terrible.
But the other reason I give it to you is I am horrible at playing games on air.
So if you ever played Goat Simulator, great game, but it's kind of an aimless game. You're just kind of going around head-butting and doing stuff. And
Flicking things.
Flicking things. I guess it's not completely aimless because you can power up and so forth. But the folks who gave us a Goat Simulator have now given us GoatZ. I love the loading thing because it's the Michael Jackson Thriller dance. GoatZ is Goat Simulator meets zombies. If you like zombies,
I do.
you're going to love this. Now, you could do survival, which means you survive until zombies get to you. Or you could
until you get too hungry and you don't have enough pizza.
Oh, you can also, yes, that's another thing. You have to feed your goat. So it's kind of a challenge. Here's the goat. We're in the cemetery. Let's headbutt a zombie right away.
You're way better at this.
Right away. Let's headbutt. Should we sneak up on this
The
one?
music is awesome.
Headbutt him. Headbutt him. Whoa. Headbutt him. You don't want to get killed. Whoa. I'm jumping, not headbutting. Very important you push the right button. Yeah, they go. Satisfying.
Did you lick anything yet? You can lick that gravestone.
Whoa. Knock, knock. Who's dead? How do I lick it?
With the tongue that has the axe on
Oh,
it.
don't play dead goat. Yeah. How do I lick him? This one?
The axe on it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lick it and you drag it around. Drag it around.
I get it? I get to keep it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm attached.
But maybe it won't work.
It's a gravestone. You're going to snap my tongue.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, you're
if
crazy.
It's knocked over, maybe you have to headbutt it first.
Oh, yeah, it has to be loose. Can't be in the ground.
You know how you drag gravestones around by your tongue? Come on.
This is fun. I'm going to headbutt this boat. Let's get him. Boom. Apparently, you're a very powerful goat. All right, we're going to go out on the street.
And it is a dead goat, too.
Well, he could play dead.
But it's not a zombie goat?
He's not a zombie
Kind
goat.
of looks like a zombie.
You could play dead. Then the zombies don't see you, see? But I'm just playing at it. And I get points for that, too.
Don't get hit by a car.
Oh, no, the cars come down the street. Let's jump over this. What is this? What's this red thing? I'm very intrigued. Anyway, this is the most fun game ever. Made more fun by the presence of zombies. Oh, I should explain that because you also can make weapons. So you want to collect stuff so you can make some of these fun weapons. I don't have enough stuff yet to do that, but that adds to the pleasure of being. I've got something. Wait a minute, I have something. Oh, I got an arrow on here. Oh,
you bought that.
Should I? I didn't buy it. I just kind of. It just kind of happened in that box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a rocket, too.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this zombie. Let's see what kind of. Boom.
Day 2 of Outbreak.
Oh, it's Cupid's arrow. Oh.
You eat some pizza.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, now the
very
box
good.
zombies will shoot you. But that's okay because I will shoot back. Ready? Aim. Cupid's arrow. I'm dying. Oh, why am I dying? Let's get some. Let's.
Zombie.
Oh,
Eat his
brains. I
You
got
really
some
good.
brains. Now I feel better. All right. I got to get more brains, though. I guess I am a zombie. I'm a zombie goat. This is so much fun. Did the kids like this?
Yes, they wanted to play it all the time. They're like, you need to practice for work, Mom.
Oh,
For work,
I feel
we need to play the
terrible.
goats.
You got it. Next time
No,
we
they
should
don't.
work this out before.
Yeah, we should.
I wasted Cupid's arrow.
There's also like you can go on a roller coaster.
Oh, you've played Goat Simulator, right? There's so much you can do with it. Hey, baby.
I think it's very pretty too.
Yeah, and you know, it's not like bloody, even though it's a zombie game. It's not like it's rated. It's rated PG.
My 10-year-olds played it, have been playing it for 3 or 4 days, and no nightmares yet.
No.
They haven't gone out and
Although,
killed anyone
gosh,
yet.
if you had a nightmare about a goat zombie, I think that would be pretty bad.
Right. I should, yeah. Now I would be alerted if I was getting a phone call from school, so on my Apple Watch.
What's this?
I really like the music, too.
I do, too.
We should consider this for the theme song, the new theme song.
It is the
iOS
new
today.
goat zombie. Oh, let's go to the, you want to go to the fair?
I do.
I do, too. Shoot that guy. Oh, he's just a bystander. He's not a zombie yet, but he could be. There we go. There's a zombie. Headbutt him. Yeah, go for it.
I think you can lick and grab the zombies with your tongue and carry them around if you want to.
And like fire a zombie? Let's headbutt this guy. Boom. Take that, boxhead. Blah.
You're quite good.
No. Well, you should see Father Robert. Let's dive into the pool. Ready? Ah!
So I think this is $2.99, $3.99. It's not free. Goat Simulator is free, but not this one.
$4.99. Oh, how many points did I get from the judges? That stinks. I want more.
Well,
Goat zombie.
I think this brings us to the end of iPad today.
Yes, the literal end, because we're never going to do this show ever again. Because it is now, starting now, Glenn published the blog post. iOS
You
today.
haven't been alerted on your Apple Watch yet?
iOS today.
Yeah, so we'll see you next week
On iOS
on
today.
iOS Today.
Have a great one.